Okay. Bobby, when you walked in the door, you just exude speaker. And you always look so dutied up. You're just perfect. Bobby, I loved your topic. Disconnect to connect. But I would have liked to have heard more about your personal experiences with this. I don't know. I didn't get a takeaway. In fact, it was terrible. In fact, I don't ever want to see you speak again. Insults, demeaning comments, not providing training for you to do your job, and withholding work from you, daily, weekly, monthly, for long periods of time. Some of you may remember when I self-published my first book. I gave a speech about reading. I was so excited. I'd accomplished something. It was creative. It was beautiful. I wrapped it up, a copy, put a bow on it, gave it to my close friend at the time. After he unwrapped it, stoic. The envy and the jealousy, you could chop the air. Cruel insults, manipulative tactics, and undignified means for me to choose and pick personal property of my mom's in the aftermath of her death 2 years ago. We all know what I'm talking about. Do we know what I'm talking about? Bullying. American Psychological Association describes bullying as repetitive, intentional torment and terrorism toward their victim. Gary and Ruth Namey, and they also have workplace bullying website, say, their research in this book, bullies are narcissists, they're egocentric, seriously unbalanced, and in some cases, they're psychopaths, sociopaths. So who can tell me, why do people bully? Why, anybody, just throw out a word there. Okay, Kathleen, tell me.
Because they were bullied.
Interesting, okay. Jillian Glass, who wrote a book in the late 90s called Toxic People, I just read recently. Bullying, people bully because they are jealous. People bully because they want power and control, and they want to dominate you. Okay, does any of this sound familiar? I know we try to stay away from the news, but we kind of can't help it. Okay? Janice Harmon, who is a psychotherapist, she said that she has never, ever counseled a bully who didn't have serious low self-esteem issues. Bobby, you're going to do great things. You connected so well. You're confident. You have great stage presence. Bobby, I can see you being a motivational speaker. And just a few days ago, I received in an email these comments from a fellow Toastmaster in this club who's not here tonight. Bobby, you are so authentic. You're always yourself. You take away the fear that all people have, especially our new members, of public speaking. The delivery of your speeches, you bring life to those messages. And so many members have told me that. hey, hey. Shake it off, shake it off. You know that? Shake it off. I love what Taylor Swift says. If you're horrible to me, I'm going to write a song about you, and you're not going to like it. Because that's what I do. Love that Taylor Swift. There are so many types of bullies, you guys. It encompasses a huge array. And the verity is that bullying is sexual harassment, it's racial discrimination, it's body shaming. But here's a few types I'll share with you. Impulsive, those people that have no self-control. Physical bullying, people that want to harm you physically or maybe harm your property or threaten you. Of course, verbal bullying. Words hurt, they damage. Then there's secondary bullying. Those are people that stand by and do nothing when they're watching somebody bully someone else. And then, of course, the narcissist, which is a category all its own. Narcissists don't have empathy, they don't have emotions, they're not able to love, they're self-centered, and they're egocentric. Now, we all have experience in the workplace, right? Everybody here has worked? Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, workplace bullying encompasses a variety of behaviors. Gossip, insults, ignoring you, disrespecting your time, undermining you, undermining your contribution, taking credit for it, excluding you, and again, not providing training for you to do your job, and withholding work from you for long periods of time, which have all happened to me. The NAMIs say in this research, workplace bullying is a silent epidemic. And a recent Forbes magazine article said that workplace bullying is 4 times more prevalent than sexual harassment and racial discrimination. Right now, 13.7 million adults are being bullied in the workplace, and 72% of companies deny. They just rationalize that there's workplace bullying in their workplace. And right now, no laws support the victims of bullying. Now, as I shared in one of my speeches recently, I went to Vancouver, Canada. I happen to know, as a result of being a victim of bullying, there are laws in Canada that support victims. On my vision board is Canada. The NAMIs say as well, laws in the United States need to be enforced and penalties need to be enforced for these people. And the verity is, bullying damages us. It's damaging mentally, emotionally, physically, and causes a laundry list of health problems. Insomnia, stress and anxiety, digestive problems, high blood pressure, and who knew? PTSD. We associate that with the people that serve our country and come back from war. But little did I know, I've had every single one of those symptoms as a result of the brutal bullying that I have endured and been victim of by my only sibling, the executor of my mom's will, this last 2 years. If it weren't for Marilyn, who's a therapist at Hoag Hospital that I was seeing for a while, who told me, your sister is a malignant narcissist, covert, and recommended this book. And then, of course, this book led to several other books. And now I'm thoroughly educated on this subject. What I want to do is share with you what I've learned. I want you all to benefit what I have learned from being a victim of bullying. Number one, first of all, nobody deserves to be disrespected. If it's in the workplace, don't go to HR. Newsflash, they are not your advocate. In fact, it makes things worse. Devise your exit strategy if it happens to be the workplace. And do your homework, people. Equip yourself, empower yourself, educate yourself, read books. I have listened to way too many YouTube videos on malignant narcissism and bullying. I listen to them almost every night before I go to bed, but I feel empowered, I feel at peace, I feel courageous. I've learned so much. Books, information on the internet. These people, number 3, they need to be called out. Expose them. But most of all, distance yourself from cowards, jerks, weasels, and snakes. And how have I coped? How did I deal with those 2 bosses that bullied me? I quit. I courageously walked away, no more paycheck, from 2 jobs. As far as the bully, at the meeting that I recently gave one of my best speeches gave a speech, it's called Cool, Calm, Chill, Ignore. The friend who was jealous of my accomplishment self-publishing my book, delete. And as far as a narcissist, in narc world, it's called no contact. Just Google narcissism and you'll see a whole new lingo. No contact is the only way to protect yourself. My challenge to you is, where you are going to get a return on your investment is reframe it. Reframe it. Do we all know that term? Reframe? When somebody bullies you, hate is gonna hate, hate, hate. Shake it off. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Understand the root of bullying. These people have severe low self-confidence and low self-esteem. And always practice self-care. Now, I've been doing yoga for years. I do a lot of meditation. And I read the Bible. There are dozens of scriptures that have empowered me to get through this difficult time. And as a result, I feel more courageous, I feel stronger, I feel equipped, I feel empowered, and most of all, I will be able to help someone that's going through the same thing or something similar. Sometimes no reaction is the best reaction. And by the way, my confidence has skyrocketed. And as a result of joining Toastmasters, after I left that first job, the speeches I've written are amazing therapy. They've helped me so much. Sometimes, though, we need to stand up for ourselves. We need to confront these people. There's also a book called Boundaries. There's several versions written by Townsend and Cloud, who are Christian biblical authors. And sometimes we need to establish boundaries with these people if we deem that it's safe. Because sometimes it's not safe. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. So what I want you to take away from my message is, anyone who's trying to bring you down is already below you. And don't be a standby. 85% of people that are bullied, people are just standing by doing nothing. Remember, bullying causes harm. Physical, mental, emotional, all kinds of health problems. It damages the soul and the psyche. Philosopher Edmund Burke said, "For evil to exist, good men do nothing." Distance yourself from the cowards, from the jerks, from the weasels, and the snakes. And empower and equip yourself so that you can cope and to come out on the other side a better person. Madam Toastmaster.